You know the one thing that I don't like sometimes, I'm gonna be real with you. I don't like when I see a bunch of women trying to give assessments on men. Like they really think they know men and how we think. But I want you to check this out because it's so easy to break this down.
You think a grown ass man give a that other than had you? No, they just take shit and wipe it off. God make dirt and dirt don't hurt.
Now, what she just said is half true. It's not completely true. Yes, when you are a one hitter quitter, when you are a one woman for the night, when you are a side chick, whatever the case may be, he does not care at all. He don't care if you've been with 2 million men. You are right about that. But let me tell you when he do care. When he's trying to establish a relationship with you, and for sure, if he's thinking about getting married, oh yes, your history and how many men you've been with is definitely something that he cares about. He's okay if he understands that, hey, your history is kind of, you was in relationships and hey, of course you're going to do that in relationships. But he is concerned if you was known as a 304 out here on the blade or you're a 304 online. You understand what I'm saying? Of course he's concerned about that. Why? Because a woman that has 304 behavior and has been doing that in the past, it's nothing for her to get up and go do something. Quote unquote cheating is nothing for her because she's not like the average woman with it. That's number one. Number two, men don't want to be embarrassed because when a woman was a 304, right, and she's been known, when you walk down the street with her or even somebody say something online and like, oh, you with her? Like, oh, okay, all right, bro, like that. And then, some men may, brush it off, but some men may be curious to know why that's being said because he just genuinely don't know, right? And then he find out about your history because you didn't tell it. And a lot of times they don't want to tell their history. You didn't tell your history, and then that matters to him. Or it definitely matters. Now, men aren't so dense to know that you haven't been with other people. That's not the issue. The issue is, were you a 304 out here? Or you're a retired stripper or something, and you didn't never disclose that. You understand what I'm saying? Oh yeah, yes, it matters. Let's say if you was up there on OnlyFans and I was like, I quit that because that wasn't something I want to do no more, but you didn't disclose that. See, if you disclosed everything up front, there's nothing he could say, right? But oh yes, men do care. Men care. And when you make that kind of comment, it tells me you didn't have a father in your life because your father would have told you that too. He said, hey, don't be out here doing things like that because that's going to prevent you from getting married. Because once men know that now, I will say this though. Let me say this with balance. This new class of dude, I ain't going to say men, these new class of males out here that you have, some of them think that 304 is okay. Some of y'all dressing half naked in front of them. That's supposed to be your boyfriend and that's okay to them. They like that sort of thing because their mammy was doing that in front of them. So that's normal to them to see y'all half naked all the time. And they supposed to be in a relationship with you. You understand what I'm saying? Because a real man don't want his woman going out dressing half naked. So we got that kind of male, right? But we talking about the real men? No, that's very important. You can't be with everybody in the freaking state or country and thinking this man gonna marry you. It's just really not gonna happen. Because remember, men are the gatekeepers of marriage. Women are the gatekeepers of intimacy. And you will never get married if a man doesn't be willing to marry you. It's just that simple. And the gatekeepers are saying your history do matter. Oh yes, it do. Don't you let other women that you're talking to that ain't had no daddy in their life either lie to you and tell you that don't matter. You better make your body count very small. Then you have a higher probability of getting married.